Hi guys, welcome back for another video. Today is Vlogmas number 18. This channel is Life in New York City, living well while on a budget. And today's video, especially apropos for Christmas time, for the holiday season in New York City, is New York City tourist traps. Special New York City edition. And I just want to tell you about a couple of very popular touristy kind of tourist traps in the city so that you guys can avoid them at all costs. The first one, in my opinion, would be those double-decker buses that you see. They're rather expensive. They have guys selling the tickets all over the place, downtown especially around 34th Street. And the truth is, number one, they're overpriced. Number two, if you choose to ride around the city on that bus all day, basically you're going to be stuck in traffic most of the day. Okay? That's another problem. You could literally walk faster. A good alternative to this would be to simply take a bus down Fifth Avenue. You could start, I would suggest, around 59th Street and finish around 34th Street. You could also take a bus up Madison Avenue from 34th Street to 59th Street. That area is particularly beautiful around this time of year, and it wouldn't take you that long, and it's just the cost of a regular fare on a bus. Okay. Now, the second thing I would suggest that you avoid would be street food carts. Number one, they're overpriced. Number two, there has been the situation recently that you might have seen on the news. Technically, they are supposed to post the cost of every item they're selling you, and some of them don't. So say, for example, you might buy a hot dog and it might really be $2, but they ask you for $6 or $10. I think there was a case, I don't remember, ridiculous amount of money was asked for a hot dog. So I would stay away from them, okay? You also, I mean, truthfully, who knows how clean they are. It's just not a great idea. There are so many alternatives within New York City that are much better. For example, pizza, especially dollar pizza, Subway restaurant, McDonald's. There are tons of delis that sell sandwiches. So I would tend to stay with that. The next tourist trap is when they ask to take your picture, okay? This is often done like the Empire State Building, the yacht, the yachts that do the dinner cruises around Manhattan, lunch cruises around Manhattan. There are many places in the city, even Macy's Santa Land, the picture of your child with Santa Claus. And these photos, the cheapest are like $20. They're not really that good. And all these places in this day and age, you have a cell phone. Just take a picture with your cell phone, or usually there's someone else at the restaurant, another guest, and if you ask them politely, they usually always say yes. So I would stick with your cell phone and avoid those pictures. And the other thing is, florists in New York City. If you need flowers like to take with you, we're not talking about to have them, to live across the United States to a loved one or a friend or a family in another state. We're talking about bringing home flowers for yourself, or picking up some flowers to take with you to someone's home for dinner, or take flowers to a hospital, that sort of thing. I would suggest in New York City to avoid florists. Okay, they're incredibly overpriced, and in New York City there are many delicatessens and these Korean markets, and they all sell flowers outside. Now, they sell them segregated, right? Like you have all the roses together and you have all the carnations together. But the truth is, if you ask the guy sitting outside, you just pick up a couple of different ones, he will combine them for you. He will make a really beautiful floral arrangement for you if you just ask. you know, and it's really customary to give them a small tip, but it really saves you money. I mean, you can get a dozen roses usually for under $10 this way. So guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe. I will be back tomorrow with a wonderful tip about living in New York City well and on a budget. Thanks again. Take care. Bye guys.